Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the London Bulldogs taking on the Dublin Celtic Tigers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dublin Celtic Tigers and the London Bulldogs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Second and 6. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bulldogs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticisms. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
And can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards. They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 18, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and 13. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
And when you run,
touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bulldogs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. This has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. Justin Herbert, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers are able to level their record at 3-3 with the victory. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second and 9. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Another completion here to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a second and long. Throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got room. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Celtic Tigers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 2nd and 2. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bulldogs are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. And That's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dublin's offense now set to take over. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Buchanan. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Back to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Celtic Tigers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, but even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
London about set to take over on offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 24-14. A little over 50 seconds remaining. Now their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle. First play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Finding Hunt, and they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Londoners, their strong start. They're up to 5-1, and they'll get to